Presentation of the NBA. It's a matchup you're going to love. Right here on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the New York Knicks. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. The majority of the season now in the rearview mirror for teams. This is when things, I think, Clark, start to get more difficult. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I agree 100%, Kevin. I mean, depth and health really matter a ton this late in the season. You know, teams that have a strong bench, I think, are that much harder to prepare for and beat. Marbury very good at putting pressure on defenses and forcing them to foul.
Phoenix shooting their first free throws of this.
For your Suns, Stephon Marbury. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Pass to Sprewell. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And how about Sprewell there dropping one from deep? Really like how he's starting to get a feel for that three-pointer.
Here's Marbury. His scoring numbers are pretty strong. He's up there at 21 points a game on average. Outside Hardaway. 4 on the shot clock. And it's Marbury missing. Here's Ward. Down low. Here's McDyess. Lays it up and banks it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Marbury. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing. Here's Houston. And another 3 for New York.
That's Houston's sweet spot now, knocking jumpers down off the catch.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's Marbury. Fades back. And Antonio McDyess pulls it down. Here's New York. Good momentum, 8 straight points. 3-pointer. And again, New York with the triple.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
And I really think they've got to find a way to produce easier baskets. I mean, whether they do it by running in transition or getting to the free throw line, they don't want a repeat of that past performance.
The Knicks making a switch here. Weatherspoon's checked in.
Let's go, Smelters.
Here's Marbury. Pass to Stoudemire.
He out of bounds.
The Knicks gain possession.
Let's go, boys.
Now the Knicks with it. 11 unanswered points for them. Here's Ward. And it's off from three-point range. Marbury passes to Marion. And Sean Marion with the slam.
Marion gets to that rim with ease. He's got crazy bounce.
New York leading by 8. Over to the left wing. Houston.
Step back.
It's good from long range. Houston's got 6 points.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
The crossover jams it in off the great move.
Marbury, because he's such an explosive and strong athlete, is outstanding getting it done on the drive.
From the arc. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
Here's Marbury. On the wing, Hardaway. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
A guy with Marbury's vision is not going to miss that one. Sending it right over the top to the shooter.
Over to the wing. The 3. Houston can't get it to go. Suns trail by 10. Now here's Hardaway. No good with the layup.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Wasted no time on that one.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
He takes it in. And it's Marbury missing. The Knicks leading by 13. Here's Ward. Out to the right wing. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Boy, you look at Allen Houston work, and it just seems so easy, comes so naturally to him to score the ball.
Here's Marion, and Sean Marion with the slam.
Pounding it home is always a good feeling.
The Knicks have gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. Here's Ward. Offensive rebound. Thomas. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Stoudemire kicks to Williams. Outside Hardaway. 5 to shoot. And the layup is good. Hardaway's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And so it's the New York Knicks sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And more than anything, their three-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic night from long range so far. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And we resume our Valentine's Day broadcast. Glad to have you with us. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Here's Johnson over McDyess, and the Suns tack on 2 more. And you look at the draft this year and the coming years, Clark, a lot more high schoolers are considering making the jump to the pros.
Yeah, you know, and that's always been interesting to me. For some, it's the right move, but for most, that's a significant jump that shouldn't be made. But there is another pathway with the NBA founding the Development League in 2001, and that could give some of these high schoolers who may not be ready for the NBA a chance to gain some additional experience.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Isley the pass to Anderson. Here's Weatherspoon. Sinks the three-pointer.
Nice possession, working it for a great look.
And so here's Phoenix. They trail by 14. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
Johnson surveying the floor. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Knicks leading by 15. To the wing on the left. Here's Weatherspoon. And another three for New York.
Looking dangerous from deep.
Look at the last game for the Suns. It was a win against the Clippers.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip. Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Pass to Isley. Knight with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. And here's Anderson from the arc. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Anderson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Suns trail by 21. Here's Marbury. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Got a piece of it. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. And the Suns call time here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. The three from Johnson at the tip. Rebounded by McDyess. And here are the Knicks. It's a 12-2 run here, good pace. Pass to Thomas, over Stoudemire. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. To the paint, here's Marion. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in. Marion's got his third bucket of the night.
He can play inside, too. Marion knows how to use his frame to get the advantage.
To the left wing for the three. And again, New York with the triple.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Hardaway with the bounce pass. Marion kicks to Williams. Here's Hardaway. A second chance effort. Here's Stoudemire. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. The Knicks making a switch here. Weatherspoon's checked in.
Clarence Weatherspoon.
And here are the Knicks. They're on a 15-4 run. Pass to Houston. From past the arc. And the three ball is good. Houston's got 6 here in this quarter.
Houston is so consistent from out there.
Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The wide open look here for Marion. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Marion's got 9 points.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Houston's shot's good.
He has to know Houston is looking for revenge in these moments. Nice triple there.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Hardaway. From down in the low post, it goes. He's got 6.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And another three for New York.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Launches it from deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. New York ahead, opening up a huge gap. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. New York shooting a magnificent 69% in this game. And it's time for an injury report.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Knicks head athletic trainer, and unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious. But he's already come back into the game. How about that, Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
At nearly 7 feet, the rookie can easily pick off that pass. Then Stoudemire just hammers it home.
McDyess, good.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Stolen by McDyess. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Pass to Ward. New York moving it around. And he's good on the three ball. Houston's got 27 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Marion outside. Clock at 4. 11 feet away, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Marion is capable of playing and defending multiple positions. Makes him a valuable and effective two-way player.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the stripe. Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
He's perfect from the line this time. The Knicks have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Right wing fires for 3, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Here's Marbury. On the wing, Hardaway. Stoudemire trying to break free, and Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway has got 8 points.
Hey, I love the effort from the defense, but Hardaway able to finish through contact. Nicely done.
Thomas passes to Houston. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Outside Hardaway. Williams sets a screen for Hardaway. Here's the 3. Rebounded by McDyess. McDyess has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. From deep. Connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Marbury passes to Hardaway. Williams dishes to Marion. Pass to Hardaway over Houston. That doesn't go either for Hardaway. And the Knicks with possession. They're on an 18-6 run. Or the pass to Thomas over Williams. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, and you always like to see that spark offensively.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the third. To the middle. Here's Marbury. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Marbury's got his second basket of the night.
And far from just a scorer, Hardaway is also adept at finding his teammate.
Out to the right wing. Lets it go with a three. 4 for 5 with that first miss in 5 attempts from the floor. 3 on 3. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's Marbury missing. The Knicks have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Out to Hardaway. Marion passes to Williams. Stoudemire with the ball. And it's Stoudemire with the jam.
And short trip for Stoudemire to the rim. And with his athletic ability, there's just no stopping.
Outside Thomas. Or the pass to Thomas over Williams. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Marbury. Just 3 on the clock. The shot that time, not on target. And so it's the New York Knicks. Way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll return shortly.
Everybody touching the ball, everybody shooting, everybody making points. Team ball. Let's go, boys. Fourth quarter.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Suns shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Into the lane. Banked in off the glass.
High percentage if you can find a window. Great job.
And the Knicks with possession. Anderson right side. And a miss there on the triple. And here are the Suns now. And they're pushing it up. Here's Gugliotta. The rebound by Anderson. New York shooting an unreal 70% from the field, making a mockery of this defense.
Did a nice job of staying ready for that pass. Shot preparation was great, caught it and let it go.
Here's Marbury. Going inside, and he converts the layup. Marbury's got 4 this quarter.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Isley. And again, New York with the triple.
Good work spotting that gap and then exploiting it with a quality pass.
Here's Marbury. Here's Gugliotta. A rebound by Weatherspoon. Now, here is Knight. Covered by Outlaw. Pass to Weatherspoon. That's good. The assist that time from Knight.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Basket good.
Impressive work down on the block.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Here's Isley. To the left side wing. Here's Morgan.
Morgan and Morgan.
No good on the 3. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Johnson. Another shot. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Anderson with the ball. Pass to Isley. Fires the 3. The rebound by Outlaw. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Johnson, the pass to Gugliotta. Off target at the rim. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Knicks. Here's Morgan. He tries for three, and the Knicks miss again. Morgan's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. To the inside. Stolen. Anderson outside. Pass to Isley. From downtown. Drills it from outside. Isley's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Knicks.
Oh, great looking jump shot there.
Here's Marbury. Nice concentration here. The double clutch layup. Marbury's got 10 points here in the second half. Shoots a three, and the Knicks hit again from deep. A bit under
Before you call 911, call 411, Morgan and Morgan.
From outside the arc, Knight grabs the board. The Knicks have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win
with another three. Let's go, boys.
As one-sided as it gets today. You know,
go,
there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
That's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
Here's Marbury. 41 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Inside, here's Gugliotta, and he stuffs that one home.
Marbury's got such great playmaking skills. His ball handling, passing, top shelf.
Pass to Morgan. No good from outside. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. And it's Marbury missing. Here's New York. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Tries a three. Morgan can't hit it. Here's Marbury. So no problem for New York as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Breakfast with the Knicks. Go on the copyright to that song.